Thursday today?
Yes, Thursday.
Thursday and the start of another Ashes Test match. Though we'll be talking about Indian cricket, but good, exciting first session. 91 for 4.
Yeah.
2 wickets to Broad, 1 for Wood,
Yes.
and 1 for
2 for Broad, 1 for Wood, and
2 for
1
Broad,
for
1 for Wood, and 1
Chris
for
Wokes.
Chris Wokes.
Wokes. Yeah. 1 for Wokes. Steve Smith, 100 Test match.
Yeah.
Yes.
Out for
22.
21. 22, yeah.
22. But there's another innings. He can still make up.
In fact, Joe Root had just dropped Mitchell Marsh.
Yeah.
I
Just
think-
now.
And Bairstow dropped Travis Head. Simple catch of the glove, dropped it.
Bairstow has his keeping has been below par this Ashes.
Are you sure justice keeping?
I mean, let's not go to the other things.
Don't make him angry.
Oh yeah.
Your team made him angry, and you know what he did after that.
Oh,
100
yes.
chasing,
Yep, he did.
and
He
then
did.
England won that particular Test match.
Backhander.
So don't angry him.
No, even last time in Perth, remember he had that sledging, but then he scored 100 and then did this.
Yeah.
Remember? So don't
I mean-
angry Bairstow.
This is a guy who was once sledging or giving a reply to one of his own compatriots. He scored 100 in an ODI match and was then tapping his head. It was perceived to be a jab at Michael Vaughan.
Oh,
But
yeah.
in this case, if he has to be angry, it is himself. He should be angry with himself
for
because
stepping-
you see it like that, na? He does not see it like that.
because
He
there was
thinks
no
it's-
reason. I know a lot is being said and being written, especially in the Aussie media.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think if he has to be angry with somebody, it has to be with him.
No, you're right, but that is how you are looking at it, or how a neutral is looking at it. In his own eyes, he thinks he did nothing wrong.
He's a victim.
He is the victim, and
So that perceived
it was-
injustice can just be.
Yeah, it will fire him up.
Good thing about Johnny Bairstow is he has not said anything
Yes.
about this entire episode. Everybody has been talking about, from captains to coaches to commentators to
Even to
everybody.
umpires.
Probably
media.
because he knows he's in the wrong.
Yeah.
Did he not say something?
No.
No. They haven't sent him for any PCs either. They're very clever like that.
Not a word from JB.
I don't know how I remember reading something. No?
No.
No. He's not said anything yet.
Maybe.
Radio silence.
Broad has said things about it.
Of course.
Of
Broad.
course,
God,
bro.
though, yeah, right, of course. Right.
Jeffrey Boycott has said.
A lot of people have said.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But this test match, already the first I'll remember for that 96.3 mile per hour thunderbolt
Mahmood.
from Mark Wood. Usman Khwaja's leg stump went out of the
He
ground.
is actually bowling those thunderbolts, and usually in this cold, because early morning when the match got underway, they were wearing those heavy sweaters, and if it was overcast,
It was damp
and the
also, right? That
first
rain.
over that he bowled, it never seemed. It seemed that he wasn't warming up. Usually, it takes time for a bowler to get into the groove, especially when you haven't played for a while.
Yeah.
But it seemed that he had been bowling for every day, and even before it seemed as if he was continuing a spell.
Yeah, in fact,
First
I remember
over he was-
second ball of that first over, 149 clicks.
Yeah.
This man's a machine.
no, but obviously he's been bowling now. Before this test match, must be bowling in the
Nets.
nets,
Yeah,
getting
still.
warmed up.
Yep.
149 on second ball. Though. Ugh.
Yeah, that's
Absolute
quick.
white heat.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are here for Kya Khoya Kya Paya, which is hits and misses
Yep.
of the first selection under the new chief selector, that is Ajit Agarkar. So, out of all of us now, if anyone has any issues with somebody being selected or issues with somebody's non-selection, speak today or then forever hold your silence.
You will have
Don't ever
something to
speak.
say, definitely.
No,
Ever.
I don't.
Jitesh.
I definitely have something to say.
But then I also concluded that Jitesh came in as Sanju's replacement.
Yeah, you
And-
mentioned
Yeah.
that, and
Yeah.
perhaps that was the reason.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe this is perhaps Sanju's last opportunity.
Could be.
Could be. Very well.
Yep.
Last throw of the dice
Yeah.
with Sanju Samson.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But that won't just be one series. When I'm saying maybe Ireland also, they'll give him a few matches.
He's not in the ODI team, right, Sanju?
He is, I
He
think.
is.
He is.
So you don't have.
You don't have KL Rahul and Shreyas Iyer. You can't be leaving on Sanju Samson.
Okay.
Even
But
if by choice. Not
And ODI is one format where he has done reasonably well.
Yes.
In fact, that was one format. T20, of course, he hasn't set the stage on fire. Just that ODIs, in fact, that home series against
South Africa.
He got 3 back-to-back 50s, no?
Yes.
And was, I think, in a couple of those innings, he was unbeaten.
He was unbeaten. He almost gave India a victory in one with that 85.
Yeah.
At I think it was Vizag, if I'm not mistaken. Vizag or Hyderabad.
So, anyone wants to say something or forever hold their silence about unhappy about somebody?
Two things.
Ha.
One exclusion.
One
of,
by one.
Huh.
So, start with one.
Number one exclusion of Rinku Singh.
Rinku Singh.
Cannot for the
let's
life of me.
address Rinku Singh then.
I would have also got Rinku Singh in, but in place of,
You had one pace bowler too many, which brings me to the next point.
you have just 4 pacers.
What is Avesh Khan doing there?
Then you,
but you need
are
a
you-
backup now.
So you are saying you would
You're
have,
playing with 2 spinners, 100%.
you would have
So,
gone
3 fast bowlers. So, one guy as your backup.
Oh, yeah. that's fair.
series, a 5-match series, and that too in West Indies. If you needed, in case if you need a reinforcement, you can't have somebody
Fly in.
from India all the way to the
You have
Caribbean.
Hardik also, right?
But Hardik,
He'll bowl. He'll bowl.
you
I mean, no. I think he's bowling here. At least 2-3 overs.
Yeah, but I'm guessing they, even if you take him as the 6th bowling option because you don't know which match he'll bowl or not. So your 5 bowling option will be your 2 spinners and 3
Who you
fast
have,
bowlers,
yeah.
Exactly.
and you will need 1 fast bowler as a
Yes.
backup. Now, so 4 fast bowlers, so you had to take that. I'm not surprised.
Position.
The question is that he's picked Rinku Singh, which I think is a valid discussion because I think that's the one that has been spoken about the most. Most people are talking that Rinku, what does Rinku have to do? Fair point. But now, how do you bring him into the squad and who goes out? Well, you can pick anybody.
I think, and this will sound unpopular or maybe even
Well,
unfair,
doesn't matter.
but if you had to be picking between, if you're looking left-hander strictly, it had to be between Tilak and him, I'd have probably gone for him. Tilak didn't play half a season. Rinku's been consistent, not just IPL. If we're talking domestic, his averages there as well have been phenomenal. I don't see a reason for excluding him. And I know the argument which people will have is that, he bats lower down the order, but for KKR, he might bat at 5. For his home team, I think he bats 3 or 4. So I think he could have fitted there.
That's true, but I think the argument that could have come in here was batters like Yashashvi, Tilak, and all the other who have come in, all the youngsters that have come in, have been performing longer
No.
in the
I
domestic
agree.
and IPL as well.
And
Rinku
Tilak has had
Singh-
2 IPLs.
and
Two
he's
good
done,
IPLs.
and he's done
Domestic
2
as
good
well.
IPLs back to back. Rinku, yes, this was an exceptional IPL for him.
Yes.
Last season he was good, but Tilak Verma, I think 2 back-to-back IPLs.
This year he barely played. He had maybe 3 or 4 matches.
This season,
Yes.
I understand, but the limited opportunities that he got. Of course, he was injured also,
Yeah.
but in those games also he's done pretty well.
That's why I'm saying it would be a harsh call because it's 49-51.
I know a lot of people would say that no, you are being a little biased towards Tilak Verma, but I think the right call has been made. Tilak Verma gets an opportunity here. It's not the end of the road for Rinku Singh.
Yeah.
Although one school of thought can also say that maybe Tilak Verma has age on his side. Rinku is 25-26.
25,
You could have given him an opportunity here in West Indies, a longish series, and perhaps. But the issue was, I'll tell you. So you would remember yesterday when we picked the squad, it was a 16-member squad. So had it been a 16-member squad, Rinku Singh would have definitely been in that 16-member squad. But unfortunately, because the selection committee restricted this the strength of this squad to 15 members, and by the way, if I am not wrong, I think it was Hardik Pandya who insisted that we want to have a 15-member squad.
But that's a great thing. I feel.
I agree.
No point taking 16 and then hardly playing them. If he's so focused that he wants 15 and he's going to be using within those 15, and because when you play the big tournaments, then this is the problem that happens. You have to put it down to 15, and then the problem is you can't accommodate everyone.
Yeah.
So if that is their thought process, whether it comes from Hardik Pandya or selectors, whoever, then that's great. I'm liking the fact that they have picked 15, and by which extension Rinku Singh then misses out. But for me also it was 50-50. I don't know. Either ways you could have argued. Let's say if Tilak Verma had been dropped and Rinku was there, we could have argued this way that,
Yes,
why not Tilak?
yes,
So
yes.
I think it's a 50-50 call.
Yes, it's just the bowlers. It tells you that the bench strength that you have as far as your fast bowlers are concerned. Arshdeep, okay, good choice and an obvious choice also. But Avesh Khan,
Mukesh.
Umran Malik and Mukesh. Umran I still understand because you've given him a few opportunities in the past and it's not right just to leave him out at this stage without realizing his true potential by giving him a few more opportunities. Mukesh has done really well in red ball cricket. In domestic cricket, he's done well in red ball. But and by the way, Mukesh is in all three squads, if I'm not
Yes.
wrong.
Yeah.
Tests, ODIs, and T20.
But he was also part of the previous T20 squads, both versus Sri Lanka and New Zealand at home.
Fair enough. But so was
So, yeah.
Shivam Mavi.
He was, yes.
He didn't get an
Yeah.
opportunity. Although I don't have an issue in not picking Shivam Mavi.
But that fast bowling cupboard that you're talking about, which seems empty right now, but I think that's also been prompted by a very unusual circumstance where three of your top fast bowlers who would be part of the squad, when you're going to pick the strongest, in Shami, Siraj and Bumrah, who's injured in your T20 squad. One is injured, two have been rested, I'm guessing. So as soon as that happens, then you have got like a backup line which is now gone in, with the exception of Arshdeep, which I think he would have been the fourth guy. Let's say if today you are sitting and all fast bowlers are available, no injury issues and everything is available and no rotation or resting or whatever, then you know who your fast bowlers are. It will be Shami, Bumrah, Arshdeep and Siraj. You're done. No spot for Mukesh or
Mohit Sharma.
see, not there.
But I thought that it was a genuine case. Although,
No, Deepak Chair also.
But Deepak Chair, I don't know
I
if he
think
was
they are-
available or not.
That's what. They are nursing him back.
Is it? He's not
Guessing.
well.
I'm guessing he's at NCA.
No, he's not there.
He's not there. Of course, I saw pictures now. Did
Yeah.
you see? Of course, I did. I saw pictures of it. All four of them put pictures.
Oh, he must have gone to NCA for a day or two, but he's not there.
Okay. But that's what I'm saying.
That's what
I've seen
I
pictures.
understand. And Siddharth, you mentioned about somebody, no?
I had mentioned Sanju only.
Cheher.
Cheher.
No, right now. So Deepak Chahar.
Deepak Chahar, yeah.
And so Mohit Sharma was, same argument. Rinku Singh, 1 season. Mohit Sharma also just 1 season. So they chose not to pick him. By the way, Mohit Sharma comes from which franchise?
Gujarat.
The captain is still, he chose not to pick him.
And there's no Mavi also, despite the fact that Mavi, I think, in the couple of
Still, he
T20s
chose not to pick Mavi also.
See, Mavi I can still understand because Hardik didn't give him too many games
He didn't
with
play a
Gujarat
single
also.
game.
But he played matches for India where he looked okay, and also I'll tell you why, because the other alternative is Avesh Khan. Really?
That is side left field, if you may say. That was a
Yeah,
left
I didn't
field
understand.
selection.
I mean, if
Avesh.
we're talking about selecting people on the basis of IPL, then he should be nowhere near. You're a torrid IPL for Lucknow.
But then, going by the logic that you had proposed yesterday, that if you've already picked someone, give them a long run and then.
But he was
he's
not
been
part
brought
of,
back also. No, he's not played for India since before
Asia
Asia Cup.
Yes,
Asia Cup.
exactly. He's not played
But
since
then,
then.
but that's what I'm saying. He actually made a return only in the IPL. Na? Till that time, he had
Yeah,
issues.
that's true.
And so I guess maybe they went back to somebody that they were persisting with, despite, I agree, not having a great IPL. He did not have.
His most notable contribution in the IPL was throwing his
That
helmet.
helmet.
When he ran a bye. I'm sorry, that was his most notable.
He had a decent Ranji. In
But
Europe,
on basis of one good IPL, if you're not picking anyone, one bad IPL also.
But
you're
then
not.
again, see, I would get that if they had consistently kept him in the team, but they didn't. They dropped
But
him
that's
post the
because
Asia Cup.
yeah, but no, he didn't. He got fever now, if you remember.
Ill.
He
He
was
was ill.
ill.
Right.
See, he was
They
there in the
never
West
dropped him.
Indies series. He was there even in
Asia
that
Cup.
Asia
Thereafter
Cup.
he was.
After that game against Sri Lanka, I think.
Yeah,
He
fell
took
ill.
actually a long time to make a comeback.
Yes, correct.
About a
To
month.
just come back to the cricket field.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think he was available for selection after that fever. He wasn't even in the scheme of things for the T20 World Cup because he had not been playing cricket after that Asia Cup. So I guess once they thought that he is, available to come back, they've got him back. But I think you're right. The debate is there because he's not been in the best of forms.
No, Avesh Khan should not have been part of this squad. Just that maybe they had very limited options. But still, you could have tried a maybe.
Mohit Sharma.
You could have stuck to
Mohit
Shivam
Sharma.
Mavi only.
Yeah,
Who
Mohit
does
Sharma.
actually start Rishabh Sharma?
No, Mohit Sharma.
Mohit Sharma.
See, I'm saying because you don't have to be too far-sighted to pick Mohit Sharma because it's not a long-term vision. Because you are looking at a World
but
Cup
you
that
are
is-
not selecting senior players like Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma because you are saying you're
You
looking
know,
at the
Nikhil,
future.
the
Then
argument,
why are you going?
The argument could be the one that you gave yesterday. Remember?
I remember.
Ravindra Jadeja, Mohammad
yes.
Shami, Siraj, Rohit,
All rested.
Virat, all rested.
It's a smoke screen. It's a smoke screen so that you will say, okay, you have not really singled out Rohit
You've
Sharma,
given the
Virat
seniors
Kohli.
some rest.
Yes, you have given the seniors some rest and you have done that. But I'm just saying that now, okay, tell me, I'm saying, let's say you've, so this has been done so that there's not too much of singling out, but that door has been left open so that you
Yes.
ever want to call them, you can, right?
Yes,
I'm
yes.
just saying, how, try and think it, because I'm not too sure whether that door is open. I'll tell you why. Now try and think it from the point of view of Hardik Pandya, the captain. I'm Hardik Pandya, the captain. You have given me charge of the team. And I'm supposed to take the team forward and you're listening to me. I'm saying 15 members, you're giving me 15 members, I want X, Y, Z, whatever. I'm going. Suddenly you can't then paratroop players. So, okay, let's take one by one. You obviously cannot bring Rohit back because if he does, he'll come as a captain. He's not going to come in just as a member of the team and then be playing under Hardik Pandya. I don't think that is going to happen. And if you have given Hardik Pandya this confidence that he's the captain and you can see that they are making the team based on what he wants, then I feel somewhere in the back of the minds of the people that are taking the decisions, also known as the selectors or the the powers that be in the BCCI, for them they have then given a free hand to Hardik. I do not see a door open. I do not see, irrespective, I know you pointed out great IPL, this, that, come back. Can't happen. How will Rohit Sharma come back and play under Hardik Pandya?
See, two things have to happen. A, which I don't want to happen, would be, the youngsters who have now been picked, they don't do too well. A, this has to happen.
Who would want that? Nobody
will want.
Yeah.
B, Rohit and Virat, they need to have an incredible IPL season next year.
No, but let's say they do. My point is, if you have given the backdoor, the reins of the team to Hardik Pandya and you're following that model, even if somebody has a good IPL, how do you now bring, okay, and I'm going to break it down. Let's look at, a lot of people come, let's look at Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli separately. Can Rohit Sharma come back and will he, if let's say he's an outstanding IPL,
On
whatever,
current form, no.
but let's say he has an outstanding IPL, as you're saying, can he still come back? What are you going to do? You're going to tell Hardik, okay, you were just warming the seat for him, now you're no more the captain.
No. Hardik will be your captain.
So Rohit will play under Hardik the captain.
What is the problem?
I don't know. Just no problem.
You
No problem. It is for Rohit to decide.
Yeah. See, yesterday what must have happened? So,
See, Virat is slightly more because Virat has given up the captaincy. He has been playing under,
It's his
Rohit
choice.
Sharma. And so if you bring him back, let's say after an outstanding IPL, that still seems maybe plausible where he comes back and he's okay, he's decided he's not going to be captain. So it doesn't matter if Rohit's captain, Hardik is captain or Ruturaj Gaikwad
He
or
played the last World
Shubman
Cup
Gill
not
or
being
whoever
captain.
you
So-
make the captain. Yeah, I don't know. He would still seem like he'll adjust. But
Okay.
maybe you're right. Maybe Rohit also says, I'm happy being the opener. If I'm
Exactly.
in good form and I can
There's just
contribute.
one problem with this. We're assuming Rohit has an outstanding IPL season.
No, but I'm saying you have to take everything into account.
And also, it's also rich because, okay, Rohit and Virat have an outstanding IPL 2024. Both score over 800, 900 runs.
1100.
Okay, whatever. 1100. Only 20 days to go, potentially. The IPL ends in June first week. Just about 2 weeks later, you're the World Cup in the West Indies. Paratroop them immediately.
Even better, you don't have to perform for the entire season there. Just half the season, first half of the season, do well. You might just.
Get named in the squad.
I'm not sure.
Look,
No, even I'm not sure, but I'm saying the door is still open.
I think maybe after this World Cup, we'll find out if the seniors stick around or not.
it is all that spectre of the World Cup. If India,
But if you ask the seniors, why would they not want to stick around?
No,
I think
but
they would.
No,
And
she's
it's
saying I
right.
think the performance.
No, I mean
Indian
from
team's
the-
performance
Acha,
and
from the
India's
point of view of
Yeah.
the team.
team,
And also, see, Rahul Dravid's contract expires at the end of this World Cup. Your next coach most likely will be VVS Lakshman. So
Yeah.
what is his thought process? What does he think about the future, about the next T20 World Cup? You also have to see his planning. What is he expecting? He's there in the NCA right now. He's been touring with the Indian teams for these second string tours, if you can say. And then most of the players, most of the time, are in the NCA only. So I think he has been interacting with most of the players more than Rahul Dravid, the current head coach, because
Then the sick bay.
yeah. So I think that will also decide as to what will happen. Maybe VVS Lakshman decides in consultation with Hardik Pandya. We're done with the seniors. T20 demands
And Ajit Agarkar.
and Ajit Agarkar. Yeah.
Chairman of
So
selector.
see, yesterday what must have happened? Rohit Sharma and Hardik Pandya, they must have been on the field and would have been training. No, Hardik would not have been training.
No. Hardik isn't in the West Indies yet.
There's the test
Test
team
team,
is
no?
only there.
Huh?
Only
Test
the
team
test
is
team
gone.
is there.
Only the test
The
team.
ODI team hasn't reached.
No.
Oh, achha.
He'll reach probably by the end of the.
So they were
Middle of-
playing
yeah.
Rohit Sharma 11 versus Ashwin 11.
Yeah.
Sharma 11 versus Ashwin
Ashwin
11 were
11.
playing a practice match.
And Virat got out for 3. To Jaydev Unadkat.
Rane batted twice.
Hardik, I think, is in
Left
Mumbai
hander.
at the moment.
And
He's in
outside the
Mumbai
off
at
stump.
the moment.
Outside the off stump.
Otherwise
Again.
Rohit would have. कहाँ जा रहा है? ओ मैं selection है. हाँ? Selection meeting? Oh अच्छा आज है. हाँ.
But nothing like that happened. Different place.
Different place. Anyway, look, this.
No, Rahul Dravid.
Around or
Rahul
but
भाई
he could
कहाँ?
have joined.
राहुल भाई कहाँ जा रहे हो आप? वो मीटिंग सिलेक्शन मीटिंग. We have the selection.
No, he
meeting.
doesn't have to go now. Zoom.
That's what I'm saying. No, he has to
Like,
go to
go
some
somewhere,
place, to
no,
some
sitting in a
corner,
room.
to yeah. Otherwise, he won't discuss everything with or in front of Rohit or all these players.
Sorry.
Things get leaked.
Yeah. Possible.
Indeed. The problem is, look, if you wanted to get the seniors in, you should have gotten them now. 1 year to go.
But why now? It's just 8 matches, yeah. After that, so
You could have played 5 games, not gone for Ireland. Ireland is not the priority. Then,
But
immediately in January 2024, South Africa, you want to parrot shoot them all.
I mean, what happened with Ashwin last year?
And you saw what happened then?
Clearly,
Either the World Cup performance, after that only it's a wait and watch approach. After the World Cup, they will take a call, as Gargi
Yes.
said.
don't you think it's been a wait and watch approach for a while now? And all?
10 years.
We said that in the last World Cup as well.
And the one before that.
We have been saying it for 10 years.
Okay, the other big question. One is Rinku Singh. The one big debate is over Ishan Kishan in and Ruturaj Gaikwad out. I know one is a wicketkeeper batsman, but in general, any thoughts?
I mean, if it happens that Sanju Samson is the keeper, then it would be very questionable.
Why? You still need a backup wicketkeeper.
Yeah, correct.
That's true.
Every tour you need to take 2
If
wicketkeepers.
KL Rahul was there, maybe things would have
See,
been
I think what position? See, your top order batting is sorted in this current squad. Your top order is sorted. Where could Ruturaj have come in? Opener, you will anyway play with Gill, you will play with Yashasvi most likely. If Yashasvi was not picked, then I could understand Ruturaj being picked. But with Yashasvi in, where could you fit in a Ruturaj?
Would you say that Ishan's been a bit lucky? Like his performances also haven't been outstanding, whether it is for the Indian team or whether
Mumbai Indians.
the IPL. Not really set the stage on fire, but maybe because of the fact that he's a wicketkeeper batsman, and right now, as you mentioned, KL Rahul is also injured, and so is Rishabh Pant. That slot opens up, and so he's getting that extended
You
run.
remember
He's
last
next in
year
line.
in the West Indies, remember last year,
But
Ishan
what about
Kishan played.
Jitesh? Could Jitesh have been that guy
No.
alongside Sanju? Between Ishan and Jitesh, who's had a better time?
wicket
recently?
keeping or
Overall.
Batting,
Overall.
wicket keeping. To
overall, I would say Jitesh has had a better
yeah,
performance.
I'd
Yeah.
agree. And he was also part of your squads earlier.
Yeah.
But the problem was
play.
he was part of it only when Sanju was out injured. Now it's
Injured.
Sanju
But I'm
back.
saying, I think in that case, Ishan should consider himself very
Yeah, yeah.
lucky because, a lot of players, for example, Jitesh is an example, without having gotten a chance to play only, and despite doing well in the last 2 IPLs, he gets dropped. In that sense, Ishan that way has been slightly lucky, where he's got those chances but hasn't been that consistent, whether for the Indian team or whether in the IPL, and yet he keeps his place. So I'd consider him a bit
You
lucky.
remember last year, Ishan, there was clamor, why is Ishan not playing? Ishan not playing.
That was for the ODIs.
And also even the T20s, he
years.
played one T20I, the last T20. Then we said, why are you including Ishan now after 4 games are done? Remember the 5-match series?
Yeah.
But then we all knew that he's not in the scheme of things later on. Now I think they want to keep him in the scheme of things. And let's see, they'll give him a longer rope. Hopefully he does well, and 2024 he kind of eliminates all the headache that is there around the keeper batsman situation. Because we don't know when Rishabh Pant will be back.
Right.
Mostly by January, February, we hope to see him back on the cricketing field.
He's not playing
Are
the
you
next
sure?
IPL. I doubt if he's.
That's what hope. We hope to see him in January, February 2024 back on the cricketing field.
But
I think by that point, if he's training, we'll be lucky.
Exactly.
in Jitesh's case, he's coming off of a great Syed Mushtaq Ali as well. Ishan is not playing domestic.
Because he's playing international now.
Exactly.
But
Playing.
he's
Yeah, he's been at least.
Yeah.
I
See, he
understand
went
he's not playing
incommunicado to the selectors on the eve of the Duleep Trophy.
Who?
No,
Ishan.
Why?
No, he communicated his decision.
But then it was a last minute decision. Last minute.
What?
That I'm not going to play the Duleep Trophy. That's why Abhimanyu Ishwaran got the captaincy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he was supposed to be the captain initially.
Because.
Riddhiman Saha decided to vacate his place for a youngster.
No, but he wouldn't have been available, no?
That was the problem. That was the confusion. They were saying that okay, he could be available, he may not be available. It was not communicated
He wouldn't
properly.
have been available, and I think if he would have been part of that Duleep Trophy squad for East Zone, then he would have been the captain.
By
Yes.
default, due to most experience.
Yeah, and secondly, then he would have had to leave the captaincy also, because
Yeah.
he would have been traveling for the.
Bharat did it too, remember?
Sorry?
Bharat.
Yeah.
He was named in the Duleep and then.
Yeah. So because he's, maybe one thing for Ishan, maybe he has been traveling with the Indian team, hasn't been playing, and KS Bharat has been traveling with the Test squad.
Yeah.
And Ishan Kishan has been traveling with one day T20Is. Still, I being a player, it would have been an ideal preparation for him also, to play the Duleep Trophy. But you also, even if Ishan Kishan had a competition in this squad, he's a wicket-keeper batsman. So his competition would have been, if Ruturaj Gaikwad is his competition in this particular squad. So Ishan Kishan, because he's a wicket-keeper batsman, and I think he will be the first choice wicket-keeper batsman there.
Correct.
So you never know, maybe he will open with the Shubman Gill.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. With Yashasvi, I know he's been included, but right now, I'd be very surprised if Yashasvi is starting up front, because it will be Gill and Kishan, for the simple reason that Kishan will be your first choice wicketkeeper at this
And
point.
if I'm not mistaken, Yashasvi is not part of the ODI team.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's
Just
not.
T20s and
Yeah,
tests.
but that's a bit surprising. You picked him in Test, you picked him in T20,
But not ODIs.
but not ODI. So
But
After the ODI World Cup.
if you ask me, I will not bat Yashasvi Jaiswal anywhere other than
The opening.
open.
the opening
Well,
slot.
he is batting number 3 also.
I still wouldn't bat him at number 3 or number 4, anywhere except that position right at the top.
You could play Ishan at number 3. He's had success in number 3, Mumbai Indians.
Yeah, he has.
So that is why, imagine Yashasvi, then Shubman, Ishan Kishan, Surya Kumar Yadav. That will be you got a mixture of 2 left-handers and 2 right-handers.
Oh my god. And a third in probably Akshar. remember?
Akshar. And then you got Hardik. It is sorted in a way. You got a very balanced 3 left-handers, 3 right-handers situation. And if you get Ishan to open, you say the same problems that has been plaguing him, extra bounce problem, swing problem. What do you do then? Number 3 is an ideal position for Ishan.
But then you will say that
The spinners also is a
spinners-
problem.
Problem to remains na. He's
Yeah, he
given all
can't
the
play-
problems,
No.
but then number 3 is
No, he
ideal.
missed out. He missed out the other problem, no spin.
Yeah, that's
He struggles against spin also.
So
that's
and-
why he
and-
says lucky.
And but the competition would have been with Ruturaj.
Jitesh also.
Jitesh.
He was there in the last two squads.
No, I
Also wicket keeper batsman.
but Jitesh.
And now that you've got Yashasvi to open also.
But I think the logic would have been the one that Gargi also mentioned. Excuse me. That he was Sanju's replacement. So with Sanju, you still have, just in case if you don't want to play one of these three openers, Shubman will open with somebody, either with Ishan Kishan or Yashasvi Jaiswal. In that case, if you have to play Sanju, either you can play him at number 6 or you can even play him at number 3 as your number 3 batsman. In case one of these, either Jaiswal or Ishan Kishan. One of them misses out. So that's one thing. So Sanju Samson is that one. Ruturaj, he's had his opportunities with the Indian team, especially in T20Is. Although
but you've just selected him in the Test squad and in the ODI squad.
Yeah.
So then he doesn't come into the T20 squad.
The selectors changed.
Also, lest we forget, I don't think he's playing in ODIs.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's part of the squad,
yeah.
but then goes out. But that's a valid point.
Actually, all the more reason to keep him
And
for
I
the
think
T20
that's a very
squad.
valid point.
All the more
I
reason to
think
keep him.
more than the selectors, the captain.
No. The first point.
Because this particular squad, it has the stamp of the captain more than the selectors for me. Because see, I understand there's not too much of change. To be very honest, if you look at the squad, it's a continuity from the earlier selectors or the chairman of the selectors, because remaining selectors, the rest of the selectors, as in the other 4 selectors, they are the same 4 selectors. So the chairman has changed. So they've just got Yashasvi Jaiswal and Tilak Verma as your 2 new faces into the team. Ravi Bishnoi makes a comeback. That's it. It's a continuity which is good, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't think Ajit Agarkar at this stage, he has not tried to do anything drastic with this squad. So, and which is fine for me, because 2 new faces and 2 talented new faces. So I don't mind with, I have no issues, absolutely no issues with this squad, just the fast bowlers. But then when I say that fast bowlers, then I have to look for my options also. Unfortunately, I don't have too many options.
Yep.
No, we mentioned this yesterday. If you look at the squad, I mean, overall, I don't think you can have too many complaints. You can look at a player here or there, but that just been nitpicking. We'll take a few questions that have come. The first one, I can't see his name.
Free. Okay.
Says, my question is that if Yashasvi and Tilak can come into the team due to IPL, then why not Virat? It should be equal to all. Virat has more run than Yashasvi.
But
Flawed argument.
Virat hasn't been dropped.
He has.
He has.
He's been.
Uh,
Not in,
yes.
I can't say about this squad,
Uh-huh.
but he was. Both Rohit Sharma, Virat and KL Rahul were dropped in January when the squad for the Sri Lanka series was announced.
But we're talking post IPL, na?
He was not picked.
In this squad.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
But we're saying they're rested, right?
Says who?
That's true. We
It's,
don't know
it's
that.
an interpretation which I can say that he's been rested. You can say that he's been dropped. Somebody can say that he's not available.
Okay, that's fine. Her point
No,
that he's rested, but answer the question.
That
Both of you, the question.
Go up. Anurag.
You didn't see the question
so
yet.
free fire lover, no?
Ah.
Yeah.
So today, if Virat plays in this series, hypothetically, if he plays in this series, he gets 400 runs in this T20 series I'm talking about. Yashasvi Jaiswal also gets 400 runs in this series. Who would you want to continue with? And you just have one place in the team. Would you want to invest in a youngster
Yeah.
so that he can play for another 10-15 years?
And
Or would you want to, or will you see the manner in which they've scored?
See, let us look at this current situation, okay? Now, they are not going to be playing T20Is at all this year, forget it. January 2024. After 1.5 years, the likes of Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli could be parachuted back into the team, right?
Why 1.5? Okay.
T20 World Cup, they didn't play in New Zealand. They have not picked in the Sri
Fair
Lanka and
enough.
New Zealand,
Fair
and even in this. So one whole year they haven't played.
Now it's
Now,
a better competition than the international cricket, no?
oh yeah, that I forget all the time. But at the same point, this squad, it's ideal, but the entire core and composition is thrown awry once Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli come back.
Exactly, because they would be your two openers in T20s.
They are your two anchors.
No, I'm leave aside anchors. I'm not talking about style. I'm talking about what position they'd be playing.
Yeah.
They'd be in the opening spot. Then what is Shubman Gill doing? Then what's Yashasvi doing? Why are we talking about Rituraj? Your two openers.
And also, see, Virat Kohli got his runs in the IPL. He did well in this IPL, got his runs also. Where did he bat?
As an opener.
Do you want him to bat at the top, or would you want him to bat at number 3?
No, I'd still want him to stay where he is.
At
the top?
At RCB.
Okay, I thought in Barbados.
That's the problem. So this team, if you want to win the 2024 T20 World Cup, start with this team. But then if you get the seniors in, that's it. Your wait continues. Because you're not investing even in the youngsters, you are again going back 2 steps.
But how do you drop Virat Kohli?
You've already dropped.
You've done it.
In the World Cup, I'm talking about.
How can you justify the fact that you get a player after 1.5 years back?
So,
Just on the basis of IPL. We know that IPL reputation.
No, in case, I'm saying in case, I think that is where we started also when Nikhil said that is there a door open for these players? I'm saying door is open provided the players that you're trying out right now,
Do
if
well.
they fail miserably,
fail.
and Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, as you said, 1100 runs in the season, in the IPL season.
You said 11.
He said 900 runs. Hai na?
Yeah, 9.
He said 9, I said 1100 because it's going to be a longish IPL this year.
March to June.
So and also you will have to remember that most of these players that we are talking about, see, Shubman Gill, I understand, Yashasvi, Ishan Kishan will also most likely be part of that World Cup squad. Most of these players will be playing the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy this year, and Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy this time is going to coincide with the World Cup. When the World Cup is happening, you will be playing Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. So those runs will also count. Because today when we are talking here, most of the times we say, these many runs, Ruturaj Gaikwad scored 300 runs in the last Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. What did Ishan Kishan do? He didn't even play the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. But when Ruturaj got his opportunities with the Indian team in T20Is, what did he do? I think he's already played 9 or 10 T20Is and
didn't have a great time. Plus plagued with injuries.
Yeah, injuries, I think more than anything have done him because he's not had that consistent run.
But one thing I'll say when you're looking at Virat versus youngster, as you were saying, that one way is looking in, for youngster. But then the experience that comes with a player like Virat, for example, that Pakistan game, most youngsters wouldn't have been able to plan the inning in a way to win you that win. He could, he's a chase master on occasions. He can do that, which some youngsters may not be able to do.
But how do you gain that experience?
Yeah, by playing, I agree.
Maybe the youngsters
So
would not have.
They're playing now, but if you think they're not.
But maybe the youngsters would not have gotten you to a position of 11 overs 45. I don't think so.
No, but that wasn't Virat who got you there.
I know, but
Everyone
then still.
else, he got you out of that hole.
You are playing with 3 guys
who got you in that hole.
Rohit, KL and Virat took his time with Hardik Pandya.
I am still saying that there is a window that is still open for both Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, and primarily I think the better chances are for Virat Kohli.
Correct.
This window of the Indian cricket team is like a storm. How the windows open shut in a storm. That's how this window is. Once it is open for just a short period of time, they'll just barge in, ghus jao. That's it, shut. And then the glass breaks.
But Hardik Pandya.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're forgetting that factor.
Exactly.
He's the captain.
Had it been somebody else, because we are talking about the same Hardik Pandya who in a team meeting during that World Cup in Australia, asked your senior players कि यार हम पे छोड़ देते हो, सारे ऊपर से रन ही नहीं आते हैं, सारे नीचे से इतना pressure आ जाता है, we can't get
Exactly.
you know, we can't bat at that tempo when you don't
yes.
have every time and
Yep.
all the time when you don't have runs from the top order.
Exactly.
Okay, quickly, we're going to take before we wrap up. Singularity is saying, don't you agree that fun of watching Test cricket goes up a notch when you have genuine 90 miles plus bowlers? That is true. Too much cricket is killing genuine pace. Completely agree.
Completely
No better
agree.
sight than a genuinely quick bowler bowling.
96.3
Agree.
miles.
Mohit Katiyar wants to know who the lady is. Her name is Gargi.
Yep.
She's been here for very long. I think you're a newcomer. Otherwise, you don't know who she is.
Mohit, you should subscribe to Sports Today.
Then you will know more.
You should be here more often
Yep.
on Sports Today.
Yes,
Please
Rahul,
read the
please.
last question. In your mind.
Yeah. Mr. Shaker.
So that's good now, Mr. Shekhar. You should be happy about it. You come for exactly that reason.
Scoops.
Yeah.
Okay,
So then-
better keep tabs on
Arre.
to avoid exposing the dark. Huh.
No, but what is dark secret of our dark secret? That is.
No, I think he's talking about the
no off secrets
the
of
selection.
No, but he's saying no shady secrets of sports tuck and sports today.
Oh,
That
acha.
is-
So basically, he's saying that
Ins-
just because I do this very often, what happens there, I can
Leak our
say a lot of
secrets also.
things that happen on
Yeah.
Sports Tuck and Sports Today.
To somebody else.
We don't have any dark secrets. In fact, we don't
Exactly.
keep secrets. That's the only problem that we face here
Open book.
on our digital platforms.
That is true.
Yep.
That is true.
In fact, usme we just spice it up also.
Which is not
Exactly.
even a juicy secret. You make it juicy.
Yeah.
It's very simple. You made it more juicy.
Yep.
हम कुछ बना देते हैं.
निचोड़ के. Okay. On that note, thank you very much for giving us company, and we're getting late now. We'll see you tomorrow, same time as always.
Yep.
For the moment, bye bye. Have a good Thursday. Enjoy the game between Scotland and Netherlands.
They have to now enjoy the game.
Ashes also.
No, bigger than the Ashes.
Don't kid yourself. Enjoy the Ashes. Enjoy.
No,
Scotland
he's saying it
versus-
because he'll be commentating. No?
Our Bill Laurie.
I hope to be joined by Tony Gregg.
Who's Tony Gray? Yeah. Oh, Harshit.
Okay. Bye.
Harshit
Bye-bye.
is like Nikhil Chopra. I remember Legends League. Nikhil Chopra actually was given a contract to commentate there.
And he played. Because everyone got corona.
yeah. And Ajit Agarkar, by the way, was also one of the commentators.
Yeah.
He chose not to play. If I remember correctly, I think he didn't play. So he said,
He knew his limitation.
my cricket is over now.
But I'll miss Ajit Agarkar, the commentator. Superb commentator.
Agreed. But 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years?
After 2 years, you can have it. After every year, it's renewed. Go to 2 years, 3 years, whatever.
Yeah.
See you.
See you.